And now England pose for their photographs. The referee Lobello all ready to start this international between Spain and England. And as Mr. Lobello of Italy checks his watch, it's Spain to kick off. Spain in the dark strip. For those who like to give a check on the colors, they're wearing red shirts and blue shorts. Two new caps in the Spanish side. And remember, England have never in the history of football beaten Spain anywhere but in England. 4 times they tried outside England. 3 times Spain has won. Once England managed to draw, so this is tough opposition England has tonight. Well, that shows that the Spaniards can head the ball. England already being forced back on defense. And more. England probably going to play 4-3-3 tonight. Alf Ramsey very cagey about his tactics. We'll have to see how it develops. Throw to England. Now it's a free kick to England, and already we've seen that ball has moved into the middle. Ball making no pretense of being an outside right. And a fine shot by Hunt. Big clearance by Sanchez. Bobby Charlton to Wilson. England, of course, have got to be very mobile in attack because they're playing without wingmen at all. Bobby Charlton pulled down blatantly by the right halfback, Glaria. Eastham, quick one to number 3, Wilson. Oh, a goal, yes! A goal by Baker. And that's been received in stony silence. But a quick move by the English attack. You see 8 minutes gone. Baker putting England in the lead. And Wilson coming up, leapfrogging as the wingman, opened up the Spanish defense. So England take the lead, 1-0. And that's a splendid start. Now here's Overty. England are going to keep up the splendid start. They've got to watch this character. Styles buzzing away in defense that time. Here's Hunt. Hunt across to Bobby Charlton. Eastham just on his right. Ball going through the middle. Cut off by Olivella. Bobby Charlton again. And England beginning to play with a spirit and a purpose. Right back, Cohen. And this then is the answer. The 2 backs are coming up to make extra forwards. Now Petra having to come back to help Spain in defense now. Bobby Charlton, a lovely swerving one that to Eastham. There's Cohen. Wilson decided to keep close to Ufute and tackle him quickly. But this now is the inside right. Adelado. Over to his club colleague, this fellow. That'll be a corner if it goes, but not going, of course. With 10 minutes gone, England in the lead, 1-0. Styles to Baker. He's a bit slow to make ground then. And away goes Toko. Left half to La Petra. England now gradually taking command of this game. Olivella to Reka. And that quick tackle by Wilson is penalized, and Wilson sportingly shaking hands with Ufati. Free kick to Spain. Number 2 is Reka. This is Ufati, number 7. Much better performance by England tonight than on any of the 3 other occasions this season that we've had the international side in action. And more penalized again, this time for Fala Marcelino. Harold Shepardson very near the touchline. He's trying to signal too. Oh, now Glavier coming through. That was a mistake by Bobby Charlton. And something being handed to Ray Wilson. Just a tape for his stockings, that's all. Getting it back from Olivella. And then Styles was coming through like a tank. Reka. Ufati trying to use his speed. Wilson's given it up, leaving it for the cover man Moore. And back comes Easton to challenge. That's what's so refreshing about England tonight. Easton chased about 30 yards to challenge then. Petra. This is Toko. And Adelado, the inside right. Banks can deal with that all night. This is Bobby Charlton. I don't think I've ever seen an England team so fluid and working so hard as this one. Petra, and this is ball coming back. Now I hope by Bobby Charlton. This is Baker. Forced into a bad one, so away goes Sanchez, the left back. Oh, and Sola so slow it isn't true. A quarter of an hour left for half time. England leading 1-0, and deservedly so. Now it's going to be interesting to see whether we get an injury in the Spanish side so they can have a substitution. Now it's Baker. Hunt moving very quickly, but beautifully cut off by Olivella. Spain pounding away at England defence, and Moore penalised for that tackle on Marcelino. And Adelado to take the free kick. Jack Charlton to brother Bob, and now Cohen. Joe Baker having treatment on the touchline right in front of us, but England playing with 10 men at the moment. It's ball, and Reca there to cut it off. Reca playing very well in the Spanish defence. Baker come back on now. Wilson forward to Baker. There's Wilson going down the left wing. He was the man that made the goal. Chance for Uffety. And it's Hunt coming back to challenge. And Spain are being forced into errors, being forced to pass quickly. And one of the Spanish trainers is now trotting along the touchline, no doubt sending the message through that someone has got to be injured. Reca to Uffety. They're trying to use this wall pass so Uffety can use his speed, but England aren't falling for it. With Eastham then pushing it forward to Bobby Charlton. Now up comes Moore. Eastham taking over in the middle. Baker to Hunt. And it's out of play. Just move. When the cameras move right a bit, so they move left. I was going to say, you'll see the Spanish trainer way on the far side now. Is Uffety. Now this time Wilson standing off him. What's wrong with that? He got the ball. Fine tackle. And little Alan Paul being pushed, barged, pulled back, tripped and everything. And the crowd don't think it should be a free kick. Well, thank goodness they're not in charge. Now here's Bobby Charlton. Go to Spain. This is Adelado screening the ball as Eastham comes in. The referee, I think, has penalized either Eastham or Adelado. I think he's penalized Eastham. Yes, so Glaria to take the free kick. Sanchez, says Mr. Lobello, the referee has his watch in his hand. And there goes the whistle for half-time with England in the lead by 1-0. So the teams come out for the second half with England leading 1-0. Both sides have used their substitute. Baker's come off for England. Hunter of Leeds has come on, the first time he's played for England. And then Nemi is on for La Petra for Spain. But England leading 1-0. And it's England who kick off for the second half without the man who scored the goal that's put them in the lead. Joe Baker is, of course, off, replaced by Hunter. And, of course, that goal that Baker scored was the 200th goal scored against Spain in internationals in the history of football. So, perhaps, a notable goal. It looks an uphill fight for Spain tonight. Styles. Ball to Bobby Charlton. One thing about ball, he'll chase anything. Now this is Olivella. Up now to Sanchez. One of the two new caps on the Spanish side. This is Adelado, the side right. That's a good ball. But again, somebody there to challenge for England. It's Easton this time. Now Wilson finding styles. Bobby Charlton. More. Fluid, thoughtful football by England. Easton. To look around, a number of Englishmen moving off the ball. Here comes Styles moving up. Glaria back to Toko. And up comes the left back, Sanchez. Falling back with so many players in defence, it's almost impossible to get through, and Neme is offside. That is that Banks isn't wearing gloves, or the Spanish goalkeeper, Iribar, is. It's quite a Jew settling now. Here's Iribar, you can see his gloves he's wearing. Easton reading that well. Bobby Charlton and Moore in free space, waiting to pick the ball up. It's Bobby Charlton to Moore. Now to Cohen, and spontaneous applause breaking out amongst the Spanish spectators for this football by England. And a lovely return to Moore, and that's the second goal by Hunt. Beautiful goal scored by Hunt after 55 minutes. And give the Spanish spectators their due. They're applauding that lovely football. There's Alan Ball, who helped to make the ball and the goal. So, England has scored 2 goals by ripping apart the Spanish defence and leaving the scorer with an open goal. 2-0, and England, I would say now, about 3/4 of the way to a splendid victory. And to all the cynics and critics at home, let me say that this is World Cup winning form. It's incredible to see the ease with which the English players can almost stroll into open spaces. Marcelino to Nemi. This, without doubt, England's best performance of 1965. Styles penalised. Free kick to Spain, going to be taken by the right half-back, Glaria. Easton, can he reach that one? No. Reca comes to take the throw for Spain. Marcelino, usually such a dangerous player, but can't do anything against this England team. Now, the referee has penalised Hunt for hands. Glaria trying to come through. Oh, a fine effort, and Almost surprising bank. First time Spain really looked like getting a goal. I know, but Styles bringing, and Sanchez was the man injured. And ball calming Styles down. Well, I suppose that's the Spanish equivalent of off, 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 they're chanting. Sanchez, incidentally, is not dead. He's on his feet all right. There is number 3. Number 4, Glaria, I think, going to take it. Teeing it up for Adelado, I should think. Adelado is the man on the right. Yes, there goes Adelado. And Moore brings it clear. Easton taking over. Styles bursting away on the right wing. Bob Charlton. Styles back to Cohen. Styles to Easton. And England almost just keeping possession, and Adelado went to the wrong man. He went to Easton. Adelado and Solo. The referee telling them to quieten down. Charlton to Moore. Over a quarter of an hour left, and England just retaining possession. Like a foul by Hunter, but Neme poor evidence of the shot, and then he follows through the foul. Banks. It is ball across to Moore. Now Easton. Well, if Spain want to win this game, they've got to get 3 goals in 5 minutes. And the way England are playing tonight, and the way they're allowing Spain to play, I wouldn't back Spain to get 3 goals in 5 days against this England side. Now ball, Cohen coming up the right. And away goes Cohen. Hunt waiting in the middle. Rather hard by Cohen. So often Spain are made to look as if they're at 6s and 7s. Hunt. Ray Wilson joining in the fun of attacking. It's cut off by Toko. But so often Spain are being caught in possession there. Now then, this is Marcelino. That Marcelino. Oh! Well, Spain are now so demoralized, and they just haven't got the energy to chase anymore, but there's Hunt for ball, and... well, it should have been 3. Now, Ufete. Against a lesser fullback than Ray Wilson, I think this outside right Ufete could be quite a problem. In fact, there are 1 or 2 members of this Spanish side could be quite a problem. But they just met England on one of those days, and now then ball. A wonderful chance to make it 3. Man letting ball in there was Sanchez. Ufete, far by Wilson. Ufete screening the ball, was getting pushed by the ambitious England back. And Sola, but nobody there. Eastham. We're about 2 or 3 minutes away from the final whistle and England's first ever victory over Spain outside England. Ball through to Charlton. And Sanchez getting it away, but only to ball. There's Eastham free, more free, Styles free. 3 of the back line, all free. Spain wandering around, leg weary, puzzled, bewitched and bothered now. Styles. Adelado back to Stoko. This is Adelado, the inside right. Moore. Moore just not coming up quickly enough. Spain's throw. Despite those appealing arms of George Cohen. The referee looking at his watch. No doubt about it now. England have won this game, won it well, and maybe winning it 3-0 because here's Hunt. Now we can't afford to miss chances like that. 3 chances missed in the last 10 minutes. The black mark in this game, which otherwise very fine performance by England. And it's high-pressure, world-class football. You can't afford to relax for a minute, even when you're in the lead by 2-0. That's Hunter sliding down Marcelino rather crudely. Free kick to Spain. Eastham, Charlton in the middle, Hunt here on the right wing. And Cohen. Oh, beautiful ball to Ball. And the crowd now giving England the accolade of shouting "Ole" with every pass. Well, not many teams have had that from a Spanish crowd in Spain. Not many teams other than a Spanish team. Ufete. The long legs of Jack Charlton up now to Moore. Hunt offside. And the whistle goes for the end of the match. England have beaten Spain by 2-0. The first time England has ever won in Spain. But far more important than that, England have shown football tonight which could well bring them the World Cup if they could only keep this up. And with the Spanish crowd booing and jeering and now rising to the victorious English, repetition of this sort of football could bring England the World Cup next July.